Stocks on sale, time to buy, episode 54. So on August 7th, 2024, I made a video on stocks on sale, time to buy, right? And basically, I made a list of my stock picks that I personally felt like were on sale at the moment, right? And so basically, those stocks were AMD, Chevron, Merck, Visa, CRM, and Microsoft. Ignore American Airlines. So I'm just keeping it on here because of, you know what, my dumb position that I did, right? But I basically talked about that in that video, those 6 stocks: AMD, Chevron, Merck, Visa, CRM, and Microsoft. And part of the reason I had talked about those stocks because at the moment the market was doing all right somewhat, but not really. And so I had chosen those, stocks to, talk about in the video, right? And so how are they right now, right? So since August 7th till now, right? So let's take a look at AMD. Since August 7th, AMD on August 7th was at 128 at one point, right? And now AMD is at 148.56. Had I listened to myself when I made that video and exited out of my out of my American Airlines options trade, I probably would have made that money that I lost. Like, what was it? Like $800. I would have made that money back. But at the moment, I wasn't feeling really confident. So, people, make mistakes. I'm one of them, right? And so, I don't know. I'm probably going to have to keep an eye out for when I make another, one of these videos again, like stocks on sale, time to buy, right? As always, do your own research. I'm not like a financial advisor, so always do your own research. So the SEC, if you're watching this is just a disclaimer, right? Hopefully nothing bad happens. But, and then Chevron, right? I talked about Chevron, right? And so August 7th, at one point, Chevron was at 142.28, right? And now Chevron is at 147.27, which is not bad. And if you look at it on the daily chart, right, Chevron is right now above the 9-day moving average. Now, let's say if Chevron reaches the 20-day moving average and it gets rejected by the 20-day moving average, I'll just personally wait and see what happens, because I feel like right now Chevron is a little oversold, and I thought it was gonna try to continue this pattern around the 151 range, and then you can clearly see on earnings it just completely shattered that little support level, right, or that little range. And I don't know, I feel like it might eventually get back to that range of the 151 or 152 range, but obviously we'll see, right? But since August 7th, right, AMD at one point was at 142.28. Now Chevron is at 147.27. And then the next stock that I talked in that video, which one? I talked about Merck. And Merck at one point was at the low of 110.72. And Merck right now is at 113.67. Obviously there's not much of a difference right now, right? But I do feel like eventually Merck could get all the way to where it was at previously, maybe somewhere around the 120 range. And I don't know, but obviously we'll see. But I do feel like right now it's struggling with within this range right here, the 111, 112 range, because it's trying to break or go above the 9-day moving average, and it looks like it's struggling in a way. But in a way, right, basically on August 7th, right? Yeah, August 7th, at a point Merck was at 110.72, and now Merck is at 113.67. And the next stock that I talked about was Visa. August 7th, Visa was at a low of 255.80, and then now Visa is at 267.38. And I honestly regret, not exiting out of that American Airlines option trade, because I think on that video, I'm not sure if I said it or not, but there was a point where I was like, okay, I feel like if I had to choose out of those 6 stocks, I think it was Visa, and probably in second place was AMD. But in a way, I'm like, do I regret not selling American Airlines? Yes, I regret it a lot. Like, I feel like if I had sold out that American Airlines position that day and got into either AMD or Visa, I probably would have flipped around the challenge and probably would have been in the green by now. But obviously, we'll see, right? So right now, Visa is at 267.38 compared to August 7th, when Visa was at its lowest of 255.80. The next stock that I talked about was CRM. And CRM, right, at a point was at 238.03, right? Oh no, wait, I'm sorry. So CRM on August 7th at a point was at 239.66, right? And so now CRM, or Salesforce, right, is now at 262.91. And it's just crazy. Like, I'm like, how? Like, it's crazy. I just can't believe it. Like, how these stocks that I talked about just, all of a sudden went up, right? And then forget about American Airlines. I didn't talk about that stock, right? But I did get into a position which I really regret. And the last stock that I talked about in that video on August 7th was, let me see, Microsoft. So Microsoft, I didn't get in. Microsoft on August 7th at its lowest was at 396.75. Compared to now, it's at 418.47. And it goes to show that, I feel like I said previously in these, growing my stock portfolio to $1 million video, I feel like in a way options are like, gambling. And I feel like trading stocks or, investing into stocks is way better, because you have an easier, like, how do you say, like a peace of mind, like you're in peace, you're not like, like being, you're not like scared, like, oh, what happens if this stock tanks like horribly and my option goes down, or it's just like a lot of negativity when you, or like a lot of like fear. I feel like with me it's just a lot of like worry just thinking about it, what could happen if an option trade goes wrong. And so obviously you're seeing it with me, right, with that options video challenge, this, I don't even know what I'm saying, but basically, right, so are there any stocks on sale right now? If I had to say, not really, but I don't know, I just feel like AMD somewhat, yeah, I guess you could say yes. Like, it's back in this range of the 145 or 150 like range level. And then probably the second stock that I would say is on sale somewhat, right, is Tesla. But I personally feel like Tesla is having trouble going past the not really any trouble, right? Basically, you can see on August 16th, Tesla tried going, beyond the 20-day moving average, but it kind of failed in a way. And so I feel like maybe Tesla could see a little downside in the next couple of days, maybe. And so my next entry point to get into Tesla, right, would be around the 200-day moving average. And yeah, that's how I personally would trade Tesla. So if Tesla gets rejected by the 20-day moving average, my next personal entry point to get into Tesla would be the 200-day moving average. But yeah, those, I guess AMD and Tesla are my two stock picks. Like if I were to buy them, right? But we'll see, right? We'll see what happens. And other than that, I just wanted to be like a little transparent because I feel like, I don't want to make videos and be like, oh, why isn't he talking about like his old, video? Like, oh, he didn't talk about like his stocks that he had mentioned, or I guess gave opinion on. But other than that, I don't want to go on and go on, right? But other than that, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to show you guys how those stocks were from August 7th till to now. And basically the one that's struggling the most right now is Merck. But I do feel like eventually Merck could see a rally to the upside sooner or later. But no one really knows, right? Unless you're like like an insider or something, right? But other than that, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, take care. And if you want to sign up with Webull, you can sign up with my Webull link in the description below, or sign up on Webull's website, or really any other brokerage if you guys want, right? And yeah, that's pretty much it. As always, take care and bye.